Right. Now tell me, what do you mean by matrix? What is a matrix? Please tell me.
Is an arrangement of elements.
Somebody said, please respond. Please repeat again.
Arrangement of elements in rows, columns.
Arrangement of elements in rows and columns. Okay, so I will be arranging some elements in rows and columns. Tell me whether they can be called as uh, matrices. Can I call this as a matrix?
No.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
You only told no arrangement.
sir.
I arranged elements in rows and columns. Therefore, according to you,
Arrangements.
according to
It
you,
should
it has to be
Arranging equally.
rectangular arrangement. So when you say rectangular arrangement, this cannot be called as a matrix. Okay. So from this, what is your understanding? Definition should be learned very carefully. Even if you omit one word, if you change one word, the meaning may change. Okay. So for every subject, definitions, notations are very important. Spend more time on definitions and notations. Okay. So according to the modified definition, this is not a matrix, but if I write like this is a rectangular arrangement, therefore I can call it as a matrix. Can I call it as a matrix? Can I call it as a matrix? Is this a rectangular arrangement?
Yes.
No.
This is a square, no?
Square.
Then can I call it? Can I call it as a matrix?
You can call it as a matrix.
Why? Every square is a rectangle.
Yes.
Every square is a rectangle. Therefore, this also a matrix.
Matrix.
And okay, so generally matrices are enclosed with two braces, right? And they are denoted with the capital letters. Am I right? And elements not necessarily numbers. It can be some symbols also. A, B, C, D. Okay. Elements belong to some set. Okay. Though you are taking elements from some set, and those elements you are arranging into a rectangular array. Okay. This rectangular arrangement we also can be called as arrays. In computer language, we call them as arrays. Okay. So if but in our course we'll be dealing with matrices which contain which whose elements are real numbers or complex numbers only. Okay, so if all the elements are real numbers, we call it as a real matrix. Okay, if some of the elements are complex numbers, we call it as a complex matrix. For example, if I say some d equal to 1 plus I minus I 0 3. Now you can see some of the elements are complex numbers. Even if you find at least one number in the form a plus ib, then we call it as a complex matrix. Okay, so we'll be dealing with real matrices or complex matrix. Every real number is a complex number. Therefore, every real matrix can be also called as a complex matrix. But when I say complex matrix means you please understand that there is at least one element which is in the form a plus ib. You will see at least one imaginary number in one of the entries. Okay, so we are not going to discuss these kind of matrices. Okay, my discussion will be on real matrices or complex matrix. Okay, and every matrix will have an order, right? So what do you mean by order of a matrix? What do you mean by order of a matrix? Can you hear me?
Number of rows by number
of rows by number of columns. Okay, so this is this matrix contains 2 rows and how many columns? 1 2 3 4 5 columns. So it is a 2 by 5 matrix, and this is a 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, every matrix will have an order, so that is denoted by number of rows by number of columns. Now what do you mean by square matrix?
Where number of rows is equal to number of columns.
Where number of rows, if number of rows equal to number of columns, that is called a square matrix. So this is a square matrix. What about this?
Rectangular.
rectangular matrix.
Rectangular.
Therefore, that means is this not a rectangular matrix?
Is
Matrix,
also
matrix itself is a rectangular arrangement we discussed. No, both are rectangular matrices. Okay, every square is a rectangle. Yeah, see, if the number of rows equal to number of columns, we call it as a square matrix. So instead of calling it as rectangular matrix, let me call it as a non-square matrix. Square matrix, non-square matrix. Because both are rectangular matrices only. Because every square is a rectangle. Do you agree? So, but if somebody says rectangle, you will generally understand that number of rows not equal to number of columns, but that need not be the case. Okay. So you can have square matrices, you can have non-square matrices, you can have real matrices, you can have a complex matrices. And what is the general form of a matrix? In general, A equal to Aij. What do you mean by Aij? Aij is an element which is placed in ith row and jth column
J.
of order m by n, and I takes from 1 to m and j takes from 1 to n. Right? And if A is real matrix means what? All the elements Aij belongs to set of real numbers for all I, for all j. Real numbers. What do you mean by complex matrix? Complex matrix. So Aij belongs to set of complex numbers. Aij belongs to complex numbers for all I comma j. That is sufficient. Okay. So if the elements belongs to complex number set, we call them as a complex matrix. If the elements belongs to purely real number set, we call it as a real matrix. Okay. So in first two units will be discussing based on real matrix only. Nothing else. Real numbers are complex numbers. Okay. So what is a matrix means? What is your answer? It is a rectangular arrangement, right? As you said, let us answer here. Rectangular arrangement of number, not necessarily numbers, no. Rectangular arrangement of elements in rows and columns. Rows and columns, right? So now, what do you mean by column matrix? What do you mean by column matrix? We will be seeing some types of matrices. Column. What do you mean by column matrix?
Matrix having elements only in the column without
Yes.
Elements in the row.
So if I write 1, 2, 3, you don't have elements. You don't have elements.
one element in each row.
One row and
See, it
three
has
columns.
only one. Yes, sir.
Only one
One
column
column and
and
three
Any
rows.
number of rows.
So
Only
instead of,
one column.
instead of telling all those things, you can say matrix having single column is said to be column matrix. Am I right? In this case, it is a 3 by 1 matrix. Am I right? You may call it as a column matrix, or you can call it as a column vector. Okay, you may call it as a column vector. Okay. Similarly, what do you mean by row matrix?
Single row has only
Matrix having single row. Okay, 1 minus 1, 3, 2. So in this case, it is 1 by 4. So you may call it as a row vector. You may call it as a row vector. Okay, so vectors either horizontal or vertical. Okay, so in this case you can see how many row vectors are there. This matrix is a 2 by 5 matrix. How many row vectors are there? First row is one vector. Second row is another vector. Two row. It has two row vectors. How many column vectors are there? 1,
5 columns.
2, 3, 4. It has 5 column vectors. Similarly, it has 2 row vectors, 2 column vectors.
2 column vectors.
Is that okay? So in general, an m by n matrix will have m row vectors and n column vectors.
Column vector.
Do you agree? Right. Now, what do you mean by zero matrix or null matrix?
They don't have any element.
All elements are like
Zero.
we generally denote with the bold letter or 0, 0, 0. This is another null matrix. Okay. So if every element is a 0, then that is called null matrix or zero matrix. And is this, what about this? What is this matrix called? This is a zero matrix. What is this matrix called? Non-zero matrix. This is a zero matrix. This is a non-zero matrix. Why I am calling it as a non-zero matrix? Because there is at least one entry is non-zero. Therefore, I will call it as a non-zero matrix. Do you agree? Even if one entry is non-zero, that becomes a non-zero matrix. Zero matrix means every element must be zero. Is it right? Okay. Okay. Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
yes, sir.
So we'll be seeing some types of matrices, some operations on matrices. Again, we'll see some more types of matrices, some other operations on matrices. Like that, we'll go parallelly. Because discussing all types at a time not possible. Discussing all operations at a time not possible. Okay. So now we have seen some types of matrices like real matrices, complex matrices, some other special types. Square matrix, non-square matrix, null matrix, zero matrix, non-zero matrix, row matrix, column matrix, like that. Now we'll see some types of square matrices. Some types of square matrices. Matrix, what do you mean by diagonal? What do you mean by principal diagonal?
The elements which have row and column equal.
Principal diagonal.
Which country?
Only when the elements are present in a diagonal manner and other are zero elements.
Somebody said diagonal.
I equal to j, then those elements are called as diagonal elements.
Because if I say diagonal manner, then we could see several diagonals, no? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 minus 1, 2. If I say 0, if I say like that, okay, this is diagonal, this is diagonal, this is diagonal, this is diagonal, This is diagonal. There are several diagonals I may see. Okay, but what do you mean by principal diagonal? Principal diagonal means where each element has a position. No, it is in the first row, first column. It is in the first row, second column, first row, third column, second row, first column. Okay, second row, third column, like that. But the elements which are in the position I equal to j. I equal to j. This is in 1 position. This is in 2 position. This is in a 3 position. These set of elements are called. These set of elements are called principal diagonal elements. Do you agree? So whenever I say diagonal elements, that means I am referring to principal diagonal only. I am referring to principal diagonal only. Okay.
సాయి తేజ ఏమైనా కింద సాయి తేజ నంబర్ కూడా చెక్ చేసిన డౌట్ వచ్చి.
Okay. So it is a 3 matrix. Remember, principal diagonal exists only in square matrix. Principal diagonal exists only in square matrix. This principal diagonal does not exist in non-square matrices. Okay. So after that, we'll see some types of matrices. Okay.
క్లాస్
ఇయర్ ఫోన్స్ అప్పటి నుంచి రింగింగ్ ది సౌండ్ వస్తుంది.
Who is this? Please mute yourself. Somebody is talking. All of you, please mute yourself. Only respond when I ask some questions. Okay. So we'll see of square matrices. We'll see some types of square matrices. Okay. So what is the general form of a square matrix? It is like this: A equal to Aij. What is the order of n by n? Okay. So when I say matrix of order 2, okay, for square matrix I don't need to say 2 by 2 matrix. I can say a matrix of order 2. Order 2 means by default it is a 2 by 2 matrix, something like 1 minus 1 0 2. Only for non-square matrices you have to say 2 by 3, 3 by 4, 4 by 6. For square matrices, it is simply you can say matrix of order n. Matrix of order n to me means to say that it is a matrix of order n by n. Matrix of order n by n. Okay. So square matrix of order n. Square matrix of order n itself is a square matrix of order n by n. So this can be classified in 2 ways. Okay. One is triangular matrix. Other one is a non-triangular matrix. So what do you mean by triangular matrix? What type of triangular matrices you know? Respond.
upper
triangular matrix and lower triangular.
Lower triangular as well as upper triangular matrix. Okay. When do you say matrix is lower triangular?
When the elements
upper triangle is
Aij
greater
equal
than
to 0.
I less than j.
Whenever I less than j. Whenever I less than j, if Aij equal to 0, that is called lower triangular matrix. What is an example of it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, some 6. Can I call it as a lower triangular matrix? What is this position? 1, 1. This is 2, 1. This is 3, 1. This is 3, 2.
This is upper triangular.
This is upper triangular matrix. Okay.
Triangular.
So lower triangular matrix means what?
upper elements are
0, 2, 3, 0, 0, 0, 1, 6, 7, something like this. Now it is in 1, 1 position. This is in 1, 2 position. This is in 1, 3 position. This is in 2, 3 position. Whenever I less than j, if ai j equal to, that is said to be lower triangular. So which one should be 0? This part should be 0. There can be zeros or non-zeros in remaining part. We don't bother as long as the elements above the principal diagonal are 0. As long as the elements above the principal diagonal are 0, that is said to be lower triangular matrix. Is that okay? So what is an upper triangular matrix? Aij equal to 0 for all I greater than j. That means what? All the elements below the principal diagonal must be 0.
0.
Okay. Now it is in 1, 2, 2, 1 position, 3, 1 position, 3, 2 position. So whenever I greater than j, aij equal to 0. Therefore all the elements below the principal diagonal are 0. Therefore this is called as a upper triangular matrix. Okay. So there may be zeros in the principal diagonal or above the principal diagonal. We don't bother about it. As long as elements below the principal diagonal are 0, that is called upper triangular matrix. And there may be some matrices which are both upper triangular or lower triangular. What are those called? Something like
Matrices.
diagonal.
Matrices.
That is said to be diagonal matrix. What do you mean by diagonal matrix? Aij equal to 0.
When it is both upper and lower triangular
Whenever
matrices.
I not equal to j.
J.
Non-principal diagonal elements must be 0. Something like 2, 3, 4. Non-diagonal elements means above principal diagonal as well as below principal diagonal. So except diagonal elements, all the non-diagonal elements are 0. That means if it is upper triangular as well as lower triangular, then that is said to be diagonal matrix. Every diagonal matrix is lower triangular. Every diagonal matrix is upper triangular. It is both lower as well as upper triangular. So generally diagonal matrices are denoted with D. Generally diagonal matrices are denoted with D. So instead of writing like this, I can simply write it as diag. Diag 2, 3, 4. Diag 2, 3, 4 is nothing but fill the principal diagonal elements with like this and fill all the non-principal diagonal elements with 0, 0, 0. Is it clear? And this is the notation we'll be using frequently. Whenever I say diag 1, 2, 3, 4, that means it is a 4 by 4 matrix. If I say diag 2 minus 1, what is the dimension of the matrix?
2 cross 2.
2 cross 2. How do I write this?
2 by 2.
2 minus 1, 0, 0. Is that okay? So if I write diag 1 minus 1, 0, 2, that means what is the dimension of the matrix?
4 cross
4 by 4. Is that okay? So you fill the principal diagonal elements with these elements and non-principal diagonal elements with the zeros. Okay. So this is called diagonal matrix. Now what is the special case of diagonal matrix? Can you tell me?
Unit matrix.
No. Scalar matrix. What do you mean by scalar matrix?
Aij equal to 0, I equal to j.
Aij equal to
Some
0,
scalar.
I not equal to j. And for I equal to j,
No, sir.
it should be some constant. It should be some constant, right? Something like d equal to diag 3, 3, 3. What do you mean by this? 3, 3, 3, 0, 0, 0. If all the elements in the principal diagonal are same, that is said to be scalar matrix. So scalar matrix is a special case of diagonal matrix. Do you agree? So every scalar matrix is a diagonal matrix, but a diagonal matrix need not be scalar matrix. Am I right? Now, what is a special case of scalar matrix?
Unit matrix.
What is the other name for unit matrix?
Identity matrix.
Identity matrix. Okay. Okay. So unit matrix or identity matrix. So what is the definition of unit matrix? Aij equal to 0 whenever I not equal to j, 1 whenever I equal to j. Am I right? So the generally unit matrices are denoted with I or simply in. If I say I2 or I3, what do you mean by I3? That means a 3 by 3 matrix. 1 1
3
1
by
0 0 0
0.
and all the non-diagonal elements are zeros. Okay. Similarly, you can have I2 and so on. Okay. So you can say simply instead of a like this, you can say delta ij. Delta ij. This delta ij is called Kronecker delta, which is having the property 0 whenever I not equal to j and 1 whenever I equal to j. Okay. So that is the property of Kronecker delta. Okay. So therefore you can see every unit matrix is a scalar matrix. Every scalar matrix is a diagonal matrix. Every diagonal matrix is a triangular matrix. Every triangular matrix is a square matrix. But a square matrix need not be triangular. It can be non-triangular also, right? A triangular matrix need not be lower triangular. It can be upper triangular also. A diagonal matrix need not be scalar. Okay, a scalar need not be identity. The other way may not be true. Is this clear? So this is one classification of square matrices. Like this, there are several classifications on matrices. We have just seen one classification of matrix. Okay. Now we'll see some operations on matrices. Before going to some other types of matrices, we'll see some operations on matrices. Okay. Before that, when do you say two matrices are equal?
When all elements are equal.
Order is same.
There should be two conditions. What are the two conditions?
Same order.
When do you say two matrices are equal? A equal to B.
Their order is same.
If and only first condition, both should have same order. Order of A must be equal to order of B. What is the next second condition?
Each and every element
should be
Each and every element must be
same.
that means what? Suppose 1 2 3 4. 2 1 4 3. Are these two equal or unequal?
Corresponding elements.
So what should I say?
Corresponding
Element should be
Use
equal.
the word corresponding. You have to use the word corresponding elements must be same. Order must be same. The corresponding elements must be same. Even if one condition fails to satisfy, they are not equal. Okay, that means what do you mean by corresponding elements? Aij equal to Bij for all I comma j. Okay, by default you understand that Aij belongs to matrix A, Bij belongs to matrix B. Is it okay? Right. Next, what is the next operation? Natural basic operation is addition, right? So what is when two matrices are said to be conformable for addition?
Order.
When the
Order.
order is
Operations on
Order.
operations on matrices. Okay, or we shall say algebraic operations on matrices. Okay, some algebraic operations on matrices. So first one is what? Addition of matrices. Addition. Tell me, when can you say two matrices are? When can you add two matrices?
when the order of the matrix
I
is
think
same.
I think I shall.
When the order of the
next page.
same.
Let me 1 second. Let me go to the next page. All of you, please mute yourself. Okay. Only respond. Only unmute to respond. Okay. Some operations. Okay. Algebra on matrices. First one, addition, right? So matrix addition. Tell me, when can I add two matrices?
When the order of the matrix
Order
First
of
is
two
same.
matrices is
would
equal
have same order, right? If they have different order, I cannot add the two matrices. Okay, so Bij of order, same order, m by n. Then what is A plus B? It is adding the corresponding elements, right? Aij plus Bij. See, all these things, you know, it is. I'm not telling anything new. I'm just recollecting your memory. I'm just presenting the concepts in a systematic manner. Okay, with appropriate terminology. And this kind of notations are useful for your computer programming, where you will be learning. You will be writing programs for matrix addition, subtraction, transpose, multiplication, all those things. Once you understood the notation here, it will be easier to program there. That's why I'm writing all these notations. Okay. So is that fine? So this is add the corresponding elements. So what are the properties of matrix addition?
Commutative la associative.
It is commutative. What do you mean by commutative? A plus B equal to
B plus A.
B plus A. Next,
Associative la.
what do you mean by associative? A plus B plus C is
B
equal
plus
to
C.
A plus
A plus B
plus C.
Plus C.
plus C.
Anything else?
Identity matrix.
Additive identity. A plus 0 equal to 0 plus A equal to A. That's all, no? What is the next operation?
Subtraction.
Invalid. If a person
What is the next operation?
Subtraction.
is a public property.
It is not subtraction. Can you tell any other? There is one more operation we can define before subtraction.
Multiplication.
Scalar multiplication.
Scalar multiplication. Okay. So what do you mean by scalar multiplication? Let us say A is some matrix. It can be square or non-square. Okay. Now what do you mean by scalar multiple of A? K is some scalar. Okay. Let K be a scalar. Okay. Then what do you mean by Ka? Multiply each element with K.
Okay.
Right. So K into Aij of same order. Something like if A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you mean by 3A? 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay. And don't write it as A3. Ka cannot be written as AK. The AK has no meaning. but Ka is only multiple of A. Okay. So that is a scalar multiplication. So what are the properties of scalar multiplication?
Associative.
Associative. What do you mean by associative? First one, A into BC. I'll write. I'll use K1, K2. K1 into K2A is equal to K2 into K1A equal to K1 K2 into A. Am I right?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
That's it, no?
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
No, sir.
That's the only property, right? Next, now you people are telling subtraction. What is the other better name we can use instead of subtraction?
Addition of negative integer.
Instead of addition, instead of subtraction, can I call it as difference?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so matrix difference. Okay, matrix addition, matrix difference.
Different.
Okay, so difference of matrices. So how can I define difference of matrices? A is both should be of same order, right? A and B should be of same order. Then how do you define difference of two matrices? Should I write Aij minus Bij, or can I define this another way? What is A minus B? A minus B is nothing but A plus, somebody said A plus minus 1 into B. So it is induced by matrix addition as well as scalar multiplication. We don't need to define difference of two matrices separately. It is already inbuilt by addition and scalar multiplication. Is that okay? So what is the point that you have to make a note? A minus B not equal to B minus A. Am I right?
Yes.
So,
Yes, sir.
A minus B not equal to B minus A means what? There are some matrices for which A minus B is not equal to B minus A. That doesn't mean that for every pair of matrices A minus B is not equal to B minus A. See, if I say there is some statement is true, that should be true for all. But if I say some statement is false, one case is sufficient. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. To prove something, it should be true for all. But to say something is not true, you just produce one counter example. That is sufficient. Okay. Something like matrix. Okay. Something like all of you are from Hyderabad. What do you mean by that?
Every student is
Each
from
and every one of your class is from Hyderabad. If I say that is not true, what do you mean by that?
If you are not from,
It is not true that all of you are from Hyderabad. That means what? There is at least one of you who is not from Hyderabad.
from Hyderabad.
That does not mean that all of you are not from Hyderabad. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Negation of all is at least one. Negation of all is at least one. Is it okay? Okay. So remember it. Okay. So what is the next operation I can say after difference? Can we discuss about multiplication? So when can you multiply two matrices? When can you multiply two matrices? First one, if A is a matrix of order m by n, then in the second matrix, B should be of order n by
N by
some p. what is the first condition? Number of columns of the first matrix must be equal to number of rows of the second matrix. Then only we can multiply two matrices, right? Now J is running from 1 to n. J is the index for n. So naturally here n is there. So what is the index I should use here? J. J corresponds to n. J corresponds to n. And what is the index I can use here? I can use k. K correspond to P, I corresponding to M. Now what do you mean by A into B? You call it as a new matrix, say C. What is its order?
M by P.
M by
P.
P. M by P. Now how do you get CIK? CIK. See, all these things will be useful in your computer programming. Okay, understanding the index meaning is very important. What do you mean by CIK? How can you get CIK? J runs from 1 to n. Aij bjk. Am I right? And I'll just demonstrate what is this. What is this meaning through this? Let me write two matrices. Let me say A equal to A11, A12, A13, B2. Sorry. A21, A22, A23. Okay. Now what should be the, how many rows must be there in B? It is a 2 by 3. There should be at least 3 rows, right? Exactly 3 rows. So I'll write B11, B12, B21, B22, B31, B32. Okay. Just listen carefully. You know, I know that you all know how to multiply two matrices. My intention is not to explain how to multiply two matrices, something else. Just listen. I'll just two matrices for one entry. What is the resultant matrix? A into B equal to C is a CIK of what is the order of this matrix? This is a 3 by 2.
2 by
Never say 2 into 2. You should say
2 by 2.
2 by 2. You call it as 2 by 2.
2 by 2.
Okay. 2 by 2. Now I'll just write the first entry. I will just write the first entry. What is the first entry? How can I multiply first row with the first column, right? So what do you mean by that? A11 into B11 plus A12 into B21 plus A13 into B31. Like that you will be writing the remaining 3 entries. Is that okay? Now, do you understand? Now, how can I see this matrix A in another way? I said how many row vectors are there here?
2.
Two row vectors, right? So can I write it as R1 and R2? R1 corresponding to the first row, R2 corresponding to the second row. Am I right? Now, how many column vectors are there here? 2 columns.
3.
Columns.
2.
2 only, no? C1 and
2.
C2.
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 Is that okay? Now, for the first entry, which one you are using? You are using R1 as well as C1. You are using R1 as well as C1. Can you see that? This is a row vector. This is a column vector, and you are getting some value using these two vectors. Listen to my words. Using these two vectors. So if I call this as R1, if I call this as C1, So how you got this expression? Can I write this expression in terms of R1 and C1? Can I replace this expression with R1 and C1? That is what my question. Between vectors, what operations you can apply?
R1 dot C1.
Yes. Yeah. R1 dot
C1.
is it exactly C1? Because one is row, other one is column. No. Either you make row into column, or you make column into row, so that then you can apply dot product. So R1 dot instead of C1, what should I say? C1 transpose. Am I right? If C1 is a column vector, what is C1 transpose? Row vector. Then between two row vectors, you are making a dot product. But you know dot product of two vectors, just multiplying corresponding elements and add, right? A1 B1 plus A2 B2 plus A3 B3. That is what we are doing. What is the next element? R1 dot product with the R1 dot product with the
C2
transpose.
C2 transpose. R1 dot product with the C2 transpose.
C2.
What is the next element?
R2 dot product with
R2 dot product with the
C1 transpose.
next R2 dot product with the
C2
transpose.
that's it.
C2 transpose.
Now did you get all the positions? 1 position, 1 2 position, 2 1 position, 2 2 position. Am I right? So matrix multiplication is nothing but a dot product of vectors. Matrix multiplication is nothing but dot product of vectors only. Okay. So what are the properties that you know? What are the properties? Is it commutative?
No, sir.
That means what? AB not equal to BA. That means what? There are some matrices for which AB not equal to BA. That does not mean that for every pair of matrices AB not equal to BA. Just like Hyderabad example. Is that okay? If something is commutative, it should be true for all. Not commutative means one counter example is sufficient. Is that okay? But it is associative. A into BC is equal to AB into C. It is distributive also. A into B plus C is equals to AB plus AC. You cannot write AB plus CA because commutative may not be true. Similarly, this is called left distributive. Similarly, you will have right distributive also. This is right distributive, I guess. This is right distributive. Similarly, you have left distributive. A plus B into C. And what is multiplicative identity for this? What is the multiplicative identity?
A into I. A dot I. A dot I.
AI equal to IA equal to A, right? I is the identity matrix, right? So these are the four basic operations on matrices: addition, scalar, multiplication, difference of matrices, and multiplication. And we have seen some matrices properties on these operations also. So I will conclude today's class with this. Okay. So in next class I'll be continuing the discussion. Some more operations on matrices. Based on those operations, some more types of matrices. Okay. Initially for 2 or 3 classes, we'll be reviewing whatever you know. Okay. Is that fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just
Yes,
stay back. And is the pace at which I'm taking the class is fine to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So can I proceed in this way?
yes,
Yes.
Right.
yes, sir.
So let me download your attendance. Okay. Not able to download. 1 second. Today's date is 3rd, no?
Yes, sir.
1 second. Okay. Right. I think I have downloaded your list. Okay. Okay. Thank you all. We'll meet again on Saturday, 2nd hour. Okay. So those who are yet to join in my WhatsApp group, use the WhatsApp link and join. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.